Okay, what I'm going to be tying here is a elk hair caddis with a black razor foam body. I'm going to start off here just by tying in just behind the eye. Lay down a few wraps and continue back all the way to the bend. I'm going to take a piece of black razor foam and cut a thin strip, about a 1/16 of an inch or so. I'm tying here on a Tiemco, just standard 100 dry fly hook. Then I cut the foam at an angle, just like that. That way it gives me something to tie in with. And I tie in at the butt, and I'm going to advance towards the front. I'm going to stop about a third or a quarter of the way back from the eye there. And I'm going to start my razor foam wraps. And I overlap them. Just like that. And trap it. I'm going to kind of cover it up, make it clean. See? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in a piece of hackle. You can use black or grizzly. I'm going to use kind of an olive grizzly. I'm just using like a little whiting 100. Strip a little off the stem, just like that. Now what I want to have is kind of the concave part facing backwards, so when I wrap it, it all lays back nice, like little legs. Just advance a few wraps forward. And I just leave a little area right up by the eye there. Oopsie, for my elk hair. And what I'll do is I'll trim a little off the top just to give somewhere for the elk hair to lay. And when I cut off a piece of elk hair and take out all the under fibers and put it in a hair stacker. That way the tips get nice and even. And I usually use a piece about half the diameter of a pencil for this size, 16 or so. And ideally what you'll end up with fibers nice and even, just like that. And I place it on top of the fly, just about the length of the fly, maybe a hair longer, just like that. Pinch it off at the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take two very loose wraps over the elk hair, just like that, and kind of torque down on them just a little bit. And that's not enough to seat it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a chunk, peel it back, take a wrap underneath, take another chunk, peel it back, take a wrap underneath, and take another chunk. So I've basically taken 3 chunks and wrapped below it, just like that. Kind of makes a mess. And then the last piece I fold back, so it's just, I've got some hackles that I trapped there. So that at the last point, I'm just wrapping under everything. I'll lay some wraps down. Then I'm going to whip finish under there. And then you're going to push everybody back forward and separate them out from your wing. What you're going to do then is cut it kind of at an angle, just like an elk hair caddis. Give it a bit of a head. Just like that. And then cement underneath there to hold it all secure. That's all there is to it. And this basically floats a little bit better than normal elk hair caddis because of that foam body under there. Also gives it a bit, I think, more lifelike look as well.